Welcome, Wanderer, to the final 5 episodes of Seth Talk. On this, our 4th night, I will be discussing The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Yeah. 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 Okay, I actually better stop that because this is the sword of death, and I'm pretty sure I just killed the country of Finland. But that's okay because they don't exist anyways. But before I begin this review, I should say that I know Hollywood is a horrible place with horrible people, and that any chance we get to criticize them, we should. But even with that said, I love stories. I can't help myself. You give me any story, even if it's from like a college kid, I'm like, it's all right. It's fun. I mean, even Lightyear got a 75% from me. I'm like the cool teacher. So it takes a lot to make me dislike a film. If you make a bad film according to me, oh, you know you've messed up. But this film is no exception. I loved it. I'd give it a 91%, a solid A. And I should state how I feel about the original books and movies real quick. And of course, I think they're masterpieces. The books are in my top 3 favorite books of all time. The movies, Return of the King is my favorite film of all time. Sometimes, I mean, it kind of bounces around between Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, modern times, and Casablanca or Casablanca. You can say it either way, I'm pretty sure. But I'm a sucker for Middle Earth. And even Ring of Powers, I think it's great. It's a solid A. And it is hard. It's hard to, take the writings of Tolkien, which are so poetic, and try to put them down on a screen. And I don't think Ring of Powers is successful. I don't think this movie is successful with that. But that's a difficult thing to do. I mean, even Peter Jackson had times where I was like, oh, man, that's not what Tolkien would have said. Ugh. But those movies are still some of the greatest films ever made. So it's not realistic. His writing was too good. A team of people couldn't copy it. So you just try to make something that works and that people have fun with. Unlike those Hobbit films, they don't succeed at that at all. Not even with my incredibly low standards for filmmaking do I enjoy the Hobbit film. I have fun with them. I will give them that. They do give me a little bit of fun. I'll give them that. There are moments. But so this is like a Studio Ghibli film that's been given the Lord of the Rings treatment. It's a weird combination. I feel like it's on maybe a Facebook page. Hey, what if Studio Ghibli was Lord of the Rings and an AI gives you a bunch of pictures? That's what this whole movie is. And it's from the appendix of Return of the King. And it's like a couple of sentences, the whole story, which you can do. I mean, the appendix has a lot of history going on. You could make movies out of those stories. But it's hard to do. It's definitely hard to do. And I don't think going Studio Ghibli on Lord of the Rings works. I don't think going Game of Thrones either, because does have a little bit of a Game of Thrones vibe. I've never actually watched the television show. It might be good. I don't know. I couldn't get into the books, but maybe the television show's great. But even though they do stuff like that, at the end of the day, it's gorgeous animation. I mean, I'm looking at these elephants. these war towers, these eagles flying across these beautiful, luscious landscapes. And while I don't actually like the main lady character, Hera, I don't think she was particularly well drawn. It works. I mean, I still feel it. It's kind of like Studio Ghibli. Not all those characters I particularly liked how they were drawn, but it works, you know? It still tells the story well. But the actors do a great job. I think the girl who played Eowyn came back, at least to narrate, and she's doing great. The main character does great. There's so many haunting moments in this film too. Like I'm still like really affected by Helm Hammerhead and his story. I guess at the beginning when he accidentally kills Wolf's dad and uh, just how he descends into madness. It's so well told. You've heard these stories before. These are tropes. The revenge trope, the trope of a king going insane. But it's done in a new way. That's what I like. So, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's just it's not perfect, of course. It relies on tropes. Some of the animation, some of the characters are pretty basic. It's basic storytelling, but I guess maybe we've just gotten too used to basic storytelling. Sometimes it can have some great stuff in there if we want to search for it. But it did fail, this film. Got 50% from critics, didn't do very well with a box office growth. I'd recommend it, though. I'd say just go ahead. It's not going to be the greatest thing you ever see, but you'll have fun with it. And yeah, if I had a nickel, every time I've enjoyed a Lord of the Rings property since the movies, I'd have 2 nickels now. So that's my 2 cents about it.